Oh, people, we are live here on Unpopular Review. It's another Wednesday night. No, it's not AEW because that's for the wrestling side of the program. This is the entertainment side. And we are talking the challenge. You know that. You've been here every week. We thank you. Welcome back to the program. Oh, guys, how you doing? Horacio Defender. I can't do okay. We're gonna get into Horacio Defender later. What is he being defended for this week? He's like,
I do have to agree. Why is he being defended? I don't think he needs anyone to defend him because the man can handle.
This is just my saying my MVP name of the episode.
Gotcha. And then we got the champion of rookies. What's going on?
I am great because you know what? I feel really bad that yesterday when I was reviewing NXT, I didn't remind the universe that I am the current UPR champion. So I just felt like tonight was the perfect time to say, I am the champion and I am the rookie. Huh? No. You didn't stand a chance. You other guys were 2-5. I was 3-5. I am the champion. I am ending the year.
I was 3-5.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was.
No, you wasn't. I'll send it to you again. But we're here to review the challenge. No. I was the winner. But we're here to review the challenge. Stop trying to overtalk me. I know this is your show, but you won't win.
It's our show, first of all. Do you not see the marquee? Do you not see Jack?
I do.
What the hell's his name? Jack Monger in the background there. Clearly,
I'm glad you got that one right. Thank you.
Jack Monger.
Thank you.
Jack Monger.
Monger.
Oh God, what a show tonight! I love episodes like tonight. I love when they're in the air. I love when they're gonna fall overboard. The hysterical excitement of the laugh that TJ always busts out in these episodes to me are always the greatest.
He's so sick.
He's yeah, it's pretty sick. But this episode we finally got to see the teams, the Ride or Dies break up. Spoiler alert! They came at the end of the show because last week she told you guys. She said, "Hey, you want to know something that's going to happen next week? They're not going home. They're not going home. There's going to be a redemption house." And we've seen this in the past. In redemption house, that means you lose. They think you lose, and you go to this house until it's your turn. But they put a little twist in it this year. As long as, we'll talk about it, your ride or die stays, you stay in the game. And that's how you fight for your chance to come back in the house. But if a ride or die loses and you've been eliminated, then you're out the game. I love this scenario. This week's challenge took place over the air. Like I said, it was the strong team. That's Fessel, a.k.a. Fessy's bitch ass. I ain't gonna Fessy's a dick. Okay, I'm sorry. Fessy's the asshole? Or which one is it?
It doesn't matter. At some point, he's a body part. We get the point.
It's like one of those questions where all the answers is the answer. Like you could just press like above all.
Check the box. Fessel, bitch. Keep going. Clap, check, boom. Right?
So pretty much what Defender said is pretty much A, B, C, and D, and it's always going to be D.
Get it. I got that. So they have this challenge of this mighty morphin team, a Fessel's team going against the mighty weak team that Mariah put together these men. And I've seen some domination and challenges before, Horacio Defender, but this one took the cake tonight. They're on a platform. You got to hand wrestle your opponent and throw them off the platform. And the yellow team pretty much got their ass whooped. Horacio Defender, your take on even Nani falling face fucking first. That was pretty crazy.
I just want to say thank you for the 50 bits, Queen. Thank you for stopping by. And also, I really loved it because it was just so funny to see them all go one-on-one, and then you kind of like get an idea of where everyone kind of stands in a way. But also, this is interesting because I feel like it's based mostly on like weight, and I feel like a lot of people who might be very good in a lot of other things, because they are just small in stature, they were already kind of at a disadvantage. But it was still fun to watch. The Nurys and Anissa head to head, that was kind of funny because Nurys thought she had a chance. Girl, no, you was going down. You was going down before you even got up. You were going down 100%. Where did he go?
Keep carrying on. Carry on.
All right. Well, I also thought Fessy was kind of like way into himself. Like, I don't want to know what it is, but
he is into himself.
Super like, he almost seems like he's like, what's the word when you're jealous?
Banana actually pointed it out. Like he's so into himself.
Horacio.
Huh?
he's intimidated by Horacio. Like, it's so obvious. Like,
But I can understand why
Horacio
anyone
is
would
just
be.
kind of like existing, and then like Fessy will be just talking about him. It's so weird how obsessed he is.
I can see how anyone would be intimidated by Horacio, because Horacio was really just like in this challenge. I feel like a few people pointed out how strong he is, how incredible he is, the credibility that they were giving him in this challenge. This challenge was actually really cool. Matter of fact, when I first saw the challenge, so if I can use a video game reference, I immediately looked at it and I said, "Oh, this remind me of." I don't know if anyone played Nintendo Wii, but this remind me of what was it called? Oh, not sports. I forget the second one that they had. But anyway, they had something where you had to hit each other with the swords and you could knock people off, but there was no swords here. And I dig the challenge. I mean, you pointed out some of the battles that we were having. We had one with Nesso. He beats Devin. We have one with Horatio. I feel like I always say his name wrong, but I'm just gonna call him
Horacio.
Horacio. Thank you.
H, yeah.
It's something with the H. Yeah, we gotta be easy with the H. But I love this one because he taught Banana a lesson, because Banana just thinks he's incredible. But listen, Banana, just like bananas in real life, they get spoiled at some point. And you are a spoiled banana. You've been in the sun way too long, and I enjoyed that. Horacio got the win off him. Chauncey won against Jordan. I wrote down some of these battles. Chauncey, Amber was like, yeah, I love that. I love that Amber was still she's for her team, but she's like, that's Chauncey's my guy.
She's just a sweetheart. She really is. And I was shocked when he threw off Jordan, because, I mean, objectively, if you look at the game, Jordan is a stronger competitor than Chauncey, just based off of like competitions and how many wins. I mean, Chauncey hasn't won.
But I think the thing about
competition is and Jordan has about 3 wins from the past. So he's won this whole thing before multiple times. So, I mean, objectively looking, it looks like Jordan would win, but that wasn't the case.
But see, I think that's the thing about this game. While you look at someone who might have more power than you, it's also about having a technical background too, being technical, outthinking your opponent. This guy, I could look at someone and they're stronger than me, but if I can outthink them or if I can outsmart them in that little period of time, you're gonna get the win. Because there was a few spots where it looked like he was gonna throw Jordan off, and it looked like Jordan caught himself, and then I was like, just throw him off, and because these games kind of give you anxiety. So there was a few spots, but he picked up the win, and good because I do like that. So how you just broke it down, Jordan is probably the more stronger opponent, right? But just go to show you that's just not always going to get you the win. And then we had Fessy against Kenny. I missed a little part of this because I was heating up some Chinese food. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Had to take care of some family issues. Go ahead and continue.
No, for sure. We had Fesso against Kenny. I missed a little part of it, but I'm pretty sure Fesso got the win, correct?
He did. Yes, unfortunately. Yes, he did.
Bitches pick on little people, so.
Oh.
I just call it justice, but whatever.
You call it justice? The team was so unfair, first of all. And
I love it.
Even the fact when the challenge, this
brought me here,
challenge started, Fessy saying, well, Raya thinks she's going to be this, then we're going to find out. This is like, dude, how's that your ride or die? Like every ride or die, even with Anissa being real towards Tori about Jordan, she didn't throw Jordan under the bus. Every ride or die stuck up for the other ride or die except for him, for Mariah. He's a class A douchebag, and he's supposed to win an event like this. And something you said earlier, Horacio Defender, sometimes, especially on those platforms, since Joshua Jordan was competing so good early on, because he got low center of gravity. So sometimes in this event like this, a taller person is more at a disadvantage to a littler person that can. Somebody just came and scooped them, and that's why if you looked at how I forget her name, Casey did, she just completely got there and just judo tossed like she was Ronda Rousey. It was amazing. Go ahead, Jackie. I knew you were still going. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I already lost my train of thought, but that's fine. You're looking the wrong way.
Oh my god.
Looking the wrong way.
I know. I was looking away from you. I was disgusted by that response.
How could you be disgusted by this face? How dare you?
And it said the face.
So, in the midst of this challenge, Nani takes a horrendous fall.
That was a hell of a fall.
Yes.
I couldn't even laugh because typically you laugh at those falls. You couldn't laugh. I couldn't laugh at that.
Yeah, no, it
Mm-mm.
was so painful. It looked awful, but I'm just glad that she's good and it wasn't anything serious. Because we saw Leroy from a few seasons back. I think it was on Vendettas or Final Reckoning. He had a fall, and we all thought he was dead. Like he
That
was
bad.
laid
Yeah, no,
down flat face in the water, like
yeah.
Right.
terrible.
The
So
one that was funny was the challenge that was on CBS.
what?
Remember the one they had on CBS and the guy fell in the water? He was like, ah, ah, ah. I was like, dude, I've never seen that. They were laughing at him. Like, because they're all standing there on, well, you see how you see them, how they're like certain teams are waiting for other teams to go. And they were standing there like, oh my God. You remember that? You know what I'm talking about? Her Russia defender. He had the benefit to see it, champion of Rooks. He fell. It was like a sound between a screaming baby and a cat. At the same, it was so funny. It was like, and Nani took that fall like a G. She went face first. Like,
I can't.
water hurts people. Okay,
It
just
does.
ask the people from the '60s.
Slaps me too.
It does. I'm just saying. When you didn't have no pool, you popped the water hydrant. What are you talking about? Jeez. Come on, champion of Rooks. Go ahead, Miss Captain.
Okay, so now after the obvious clean sweep by the pink team, Fessie's team, unfortunately, we have them back at the house, and it's clear they want to get Kenny out. Like, the team wants Kenny gone, and with good reason. He has not performed well the entire season. I hadn't even known he was there half the time. So it's time for him to go. It's time.
Yeah,
You're only there because your partner is Casey, and Casey is a beast. That's the only reason you were still there, Kenny.
I love that you said that because, not for nothing, as time went on, I have been trying to get better at learning these people's names because this is the first season I've actually just sat here and watched the challenge, right? And I'm watching it, and when you said Kenny, I was like, all right, that's like the brother. That's like player 2, Casey. Because it's Mario and Luigi. He's Luigi.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No one wants to be Luigi.
That it's funny because, and I say this almost every week, right? And I love this about my life. I love this about myself because I'm older and I'm stuck in my ways, and this new world changes me every day.
Well, that's not good, Mike.
No, it really is because I come from a generation that was completely
You
different.
can change. Like, what the hell is that?
Well, if I can change, then you can change. Then
Well, I'm younger than you. You just said on air.
Rocky,
I love that I'm stuck in my ways.
Rocky,
like, what?
I'm saying I've been stuck in my ways. I'm trying to say, if you let me get out my thoughts, champion of Rooks, and learn how to be a rookie and be quiet and let the vets do what vets do. Okay.
Yeah.
As I was saying, I had Kenny pegged wrong. You know what I mean? And I actually like that he went into that deliberation saying, hey, I would pick me. So let me get a chance to go fight. I want to fight my own battle. And I thought that was pretty cool because I thought he would take the KC way out and try to ride through his sister and do those kind of things. Because like as Cap just said, he's been pretty invisible in his challenge to this point. I mean, he's and they think he's gone, but I mean, which we already threw the cat in the bag already. But the final comes against him and Horacio, because Horacio is actually the pick. I love that team's gonna fall apart next week, and they were fun. You saw that when they were like, I love how TJ shocked them all and said, "You pick, you pick, you pick," and that's different. If you watch this challenge, this champion, you'll learn that what me and Shay already know. What we talk about in deliberation changes when you're out there on that stage. Because I thought they're going to say who you guys as a team pick, and that's not what TJ did. TJ did one all individual. You saw Nelson going,
yeah,
no one asked us anything.
That part was interesting because they were sitting there saying, I thought we were going to do this as a team. No one asked us this. I'm glad you mentioned that part because, yeah, they kept saying that. And as you bring it up, like, well, right, TJ never acts like as a unit. I didn't even notice that. So good point.
I thought that was going to happen. Go ahead, Captain.
Just be honest. No one's going to Nelson for advice or help on anything with the challenge. So I wouldn't talk to him either about any decision because he would make the wrong one anyways. I'm sorry,
He's
Nelson.
played a pretty good game this season,
Mr.
though.
Audacity. Like, that's not even a word. I'm sorry. I can't.
You said Wardacity?
Did you
He
say
said
Wardacity?
Audacity.
Oh, so you made up a word on
Like
air. Good job.
Like Wardacity?
He said it.
He did say that's the bark of the dog, not the fight of the dog that's fighting. Yeah, so I mean, I'm thinking Nelson's playing a pretty good game this year, though. I'm pretty impressed with Nelson's game this year, and I actually like that he said what he said in that part. Like, hey, we haven't talked about this. They didn't ask us rookies or
With
us
that
less
quote,
than
I just
winning
want
what he
to
thinks.
just because I want to pat myself on the back. That was from Invasions of Champions, right? No, I thought that was the thing he came up with that quote. Okay,
I
never
just
mind.
want to be funny because he really has been doing like
Your homework.
homework.
Yeah,
It made
like
me laugh
you
because
get
he's
a
really
total
studying up.
Dumbledore. You get a complete Dumbledore.
Oh, so I was right.
That was right.
Yes, you were. It was
Look
just
at
funny.
you
Like,
watching.
really.
I
You should
feel
just
like
watch.
falling
You
in
can watch
love.
season 33 that is on Hulu right now. It is a very, very
No,
good.
no, 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 no. You already gave me homework with One Tree Hill. Stop giving me homework.
Well, they're all on Paramount Plus.
I don't own that. What is that?
But I
It is
don't like
Paramount.
the
I love Paramount Plus. It's one of
Paramount
my
is like if you
one of my
watch it
favorite
on
networks.
like the Fire Stick, it's really, really annoying.
Well, I think Fire Stick's a horrible invention.
I'm
Personally.
inclined to agree.
No, I'm serious.
inclined to agree with you, honestly.
I never had one, so it's funny hearing that out loud.
Here it is. Like my main job is I work for a cable company, right? And so, and not just that aside, I'm just a consumer, and I like to purchase things. And everybody since for the past few years now, get a Fire Stick, jailbreaker, Fire Stick, Fire Stick, Fire Stick. It's a little bitty stick that plugs into your TV, so it's getting all its power from your TV. No, you're gonna get buffing issues. You're gonna get all that. No, buy a box where you can plug into the wall, gets its own power source. Those are the ones you do. Or we all have gaming systems. Every gaming system now is a home entertainment system. But Paramount's pretty cool. It's a lot of really good things on there, and because MTV's and all that's their channels, MTV, BET, all that's Paramount. So
Okay.
pretty good channel. Plus, they're gonna have in a couple days the greatest movie of the year, Maverick, Top Gun on there. So might want to check it out. Did a
They
review
just
about
put
that, by the way,
Housewives
on
on there
review.
too.
And the game season 2 of the new game is coming back. Tasha Mack, pow, pow, pow. Okay, Tasha Mack.
Oh my god. All right. So okay, what's next? We have, let me see here. The deliberations. Intense much?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Jordan's all, do what you gotta do.
I love it.
But I love that though. I honestly love that. I gotta say
No,
this.
but
That
why
I
do you
really.
want us to think he's the good guy? Like, get out of here.
I don't think he's the
I
good
know
guy,
you
but
are.
I love that he went in there and he was like, "Look, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do, but I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna kill it." I love that. I love that
and
energy.
if you pick me,
I'm not even
I'm
sitting there
coming
saying,
back.
Yes, go ahead, throw me out there. But you know what? I'm gonna come back with the wolves.
That's why
I
I've
love
always
that.
liked Jordan. And not only
I
does
don't even
Jordan
like
own
Jordan.
that,
He had bad skincare. I will always say that.
he does, and I think
Thank
he
you.
smells. But
He
he's
does
one of
look
my
like he
favorite
smells.
players. Who, to me, in this game, you watch over these years, my favorite players are players I didn't like when they first came on the show. And I've grown to love Jordan and of his competitiveness. But I also thought that Devin was the greatest. Devin was like, they threw a question. I was like, whoa.
He had reverse psychology with it. It was because even when he something he said where he was like, I was like Neo in the Matrix. He was like,
Yeah,
So I do like that. I mean, because a lot of times, so from what I've been watching, the little time that I've been watching, when I see them go in there, they're just so timid and they're scared. Like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. I like when someone sit here and go like, nah, big BD energy, and they just go out like, if you want to throw me out there, do what you want to do, but I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to come back, and you better pray I don't come back, because guess what? I'm going to have your heads on a bunch of silver platters. I like that kind of energy. I'm sorry, I'm fired up tonight.
I see that. You talk a lot.
Look what you've done, Shay. You created a monster.
I
won't be here next week because this monster got to get. I will be here because I want to sit here and talk about how I want to boo bananas. Boo! Carry on.
You know, it's funny enough. Jordan's always had this personality of just throw me in there and I'll come back. But it didn't really go that way on Free Agents when Bananas sent his ass packing. And
I mean, it doesn't always work. I don't believe it to always work, but I just like the idea that someone is just not like when they go into that challenge, they're shaking in their boots. Don't.
Invisible bullies. Vamoose, you're whack to me. Take them rhymes back to the factory. That's Brooklyn's finest. That's all.
I was just listening.
I thought you New Yorkers would like that.
I listened to The Cure. I'm sorry. I can't help you. I listen to The Cure. I'm so sorry.
I'm still listening to the first album from Evanescence from
I'm gonna say,
2003.
listen. That song, right?
That
Yeah,
was
no, but there was a little bit more
Finger.
rhythm in it. There was a lot more.
Listen, my music came from WWE soundtrack for pay-per-views.
Oh my God, yes.
Creed. I was a Creed. Everyone who didn't like Creed because of WWE. You know what I mean?
I don't even understand why people started hating Creed. Like, I remember there was a period where they're like, "You listen to Creed?" I was like, yeah, bitch."
Creed and Nickelback.
They got me
Yeah,
into
Nickelback,
Non-Point.
yeah.
Does anyone remember the band Non-Point? Come on.
9
Still
point.
alive and kicking. I'm better than
Yeah, I do know that band. I just didn't know that. Dude, yeah. What was it? I remember that song. I just didn't know the band's name, but
I love them.
I'm not that I'm making fun because I don't know words in those songs. Okay, except for I feel like falling in love. But
All
we got
right.
the Liberations, Horatio Defender. So are this where you defend him at?
Yes, because it's just like I didn't like how they were asking him questions. Like, leave Horacio alone. He comes there to be silent. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like the new age Kahada, like just there to perform, be respectful, not be a dick,
Ooh,
and just
do we have it? Do we
come
have
back
it?
every year. Just bring them back.
You
Just keep
deserve an
bringing them
applause for
back.
that. That was
Actually,
beautiful
bring
comparison.
Kahada back too.
That's beautiful comparison. Kahada,
Thank you.
it's a sweet soul, an innocent, a clean player.
oh, those were claps, right? Because
Yeah.
I slightly okay.
Kahada is a really good player in this game. I think Horatio is a force to be reckoned with for time
He
to come.
is.
Sometimes you watch this competition, you see good guys, meaning competitors like this, and they don't come back. They just
They get
reason.
eaten alive.
Yeah.
No, they just don't come back.
Oh.
You see them once or twice, and that's it. They just ain't. This isn't the life for them. You know what I mean? But to quote, Devin a little bit, like this man's a carpenter, like the handsomest carpenter I've ever seen. Like, come on, like this guy has it all. Nice teeth. He's competing with veterans. He's younger. This is to me what Fessie's supposed to be. You do it quietly. You're new to the game. Fessy, to me, I think if he went 1-on-1 against Fessy, I think he destroys him.
Oh, absolutely. I believe it. I mean, this guy, he takes this thing head on. And even after, I know I'm jumping the gun here a little bit, but even after that challenge that he did, he said, oh, they probably put me in here because they knew I was going to take people out. He's like an assassin at this point. He's like a hitman. They put him in there. He doesn't get offended because he's like, I'm up for the challenge.
I thought he was 4-0 though, Shay.
He's 4-0.
Okay, I thought he said 5-0 at the end, or did he say make it 5-0?
5-0. I don't even know, but going at this,
he's been kicking ass.
Well, we know when it should be next week, right? So that should be the
yeah.
challenge. They tend to go back and forth. And again,
Send me
you
good
knew who was gonna. You knew Nani was the one that was hurt when you saw that. You're so good at what you do. And then you knew that the Redemption House, so to speak, but different, was back. And then we do get into the Final Nation. They picked Horacio to go in because they're afraid of him.
Mm-hmm.
Devin pulls the dagger. And for 1 second, Shay, did you think, I can't remember what season it was. That's not my expertise. I know you know this. When I think it was Johnny kept saying he knew which one to pull every time because it was a tail in the cube.
They were talking about Dirty 30 when they had the double cross.
Yeah, but he knew which one every time because he said it kind of was a giveaway. I wonder if Devin noticed a twitch in the matrix of this dagger. You know what I mean? Where he pulls it because he's pulled it. Three times already now.
I think so. Yeah.
So I wanted that, but he pulls that and it was without question. Sometimes one thing I don't like is when they have to talk for no reason. You already know you're fucking picking Jordan. Just say, give me Jordan. Like, and I get maybe TV says say something about it, but I'm gonna give you Jordan because why?
I think it's suspense. Just to give it that whole thing because you could just simply go like, "Oh, Jordan," but you could sit here and say, "Well, I had to think about this and the stuff," and then it adds that boom, 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 and then they're like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna protect Jordan." So yeah, I think it's just suspense.
His explanation was crap. I just think I've proven now that I can be trusted now with this one move that I've done after like 6 or however many seasons of being a liar and a schemer.
Long storytelling.
I am the truth teller, and I have never told a lie in my entire life. That is Devin.
Long storytelling.
Didn't he say at one point, he said, I think I played this game honest. Like, no, Devin, I like you, but you've been dirty since from the beginning, yo. That's why they call you Little Wes. Okay, because she played a little dirty. The elimination though, the in itself, the breaking through the walls, like a reminiscent, a flashback in a way that when they go on the air knew it, but little tweak to it. And they go through the barriers. They got to break down the drywall, get another tool, come back. They use the bolt cutters, and you can always tell, and you can tell this is real rookie when they want somebody else to win because they don't want the better person to come back. And Johnny helping that out. I think Johnny's getting a little scared of some of these competitors. Horacio Defender, your take first on the challenge in itself, in the the last one in the pit, in the duel, whatever they're calling it this year, and then Johnny acting like a banana.
I think that after Horacio threw his ass up off that beam, he realized he did not want to go against Horacio ever again. So he's like, Kenny, please pull something out of this bag. He's screaming. Johnny, the entire season, has had like a bullhorn on the stands, just yelling. He has had strong hands in helping a lot of people win eliminations. Horacio being one of those people. I guess now he doesn't really see that as the right path for him to be helping Horacio anymore, because we remember he's very helpful in 2 paths of Horacio's pits or whatever they're calling it. We knew I wasn't thinking, oh my god, Kenny's gonna pull an upset. That never came into my mind, so I had no stress watching this. I was just like, okay, Horacio, hurry up, get this over with.
I'm with you on that. Not once, even when it got close, it wasn't close. You know what I mean? Like, Horacio was losing. You heard Casey say, he only has 3 left, but it's not over. Yeah, it is. You just started. He unlocked like at least 12 of them things. That's got to be hard. 12, and they're tight. And then you saw Kenny's face from the very first one. I'm telling you, boy, Kenny having a family threw me off. I just really thought Kenny was gay. I just did. He's so small and petite, like a damn, tequila Taco Bell dog. And I really did. Nothing against, I love gay people, but I'm just saying, like, I thought I just pegged him for that, and I was wrong. And they said, "Oh, you got a family and the wife and kids." I said, "Oh,
he seems really sweet and introverted."
I
can resonate to him with that because I am very introverted. So I was like, that's cute that they got someone here that's very introverted and sweet and not so like loud.
Mm-hmm.
But
like Jay,
as watching a TV show, I don't want to see somebody who's so like introverted. I want somebody who's like messy, because I'm watching for reality.
Like Chauncey's too safe.
Yes, he's boring too. Honestly, Chauncey is very sweet, and I love him and Amber
that
when
Tupac,
they have
everything got to go though.
But I think it's cute. But and he's so young too. Like, I didn't know he was so young, but he's
So I'm gonna rock a nose ring next week.
Sir, please.
Okay, just put it right there.
Please, sir.
Right there. I'm having them bullhorn ones too with the bull. I hate those.
Champion of Rooks. What do you think?
I'm sorry, I muted myself because I know I just talk over people and stuff like that because I have such a powerful voice. But what did I think about the challenge?
It doesn't matter. I'm just joking. I had to do it. It was there. It was perfect timing. We're wrestling fans. You know what it was. Don't do that. Go ahead.
Can I tell you the definition of a joke? You gotta laugh, Michael. Yeah. Now I have the floor. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it. Rude. So my thoughts. I had to mute you. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking over. I'm the captain now. So what did I think about this challenge? Kenny really didn't stand a chance. I honestly forgot about Kenny. Kenny remind me of like, okay, so when you buy a loaf of bread, and then he unmuted himself. I heard that. Oh, but I still heard that. That was incredible. But when you buy a loaf of bread, the bookend breads? That's what he is. He's the bookend breads. You know how like sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want this, and you just throw in the garbage? That's him. He's bookend bread. So Kenny, I didn't think he stood a chance. I mean, I thought it was cute that he tried. It was adorable. But, once again, Santa Claus is not real. Neither was his win. And I'm not surprised that Horacio got the win because he's just dominant. He kicks all kinds of ass. There's a lot of ass juice flying when he kicks ass. So, yeah, good for him.
I'm sorry. Santa is real. Okay.
Wow.
Just because he may skip your house because you've been naughty and not nice and don't leave out any cookies or make Jesus cake doesn't make Santa not real.
Jesus cake.
Jesus cake.
So you had me with the cookies because I don't really like having cookies here.
Cookies are for Santa, and we celebrate Christmas for the birth of Jesus Christ, even though we know, historically he wasn't born on December 25th, but that's when we celebrate it. So we have birthday cakes for everybody else. So in my household, we make Jesus cake every year, and we sing "Happy Birthday to Baby Jesus" in a golden fleece manger. Because that's how I like to think of my Jesus. When you think about your Jesus, you can think about your Jesus. How you ever think about your Jesus? You can have him with a wrestling belt, with a beard, if you want to. That's your Jesus. But my Jesus, we sing "Happy Birthday" to the golden fleece manger, baby Jesus.
It's so adorable. What's your thoughts about this?
But overall, I thought this was a really good episode. I love these last 2 weeks combined, Shay. I really did. But again, your name is Harasha Defender. The floor is yours. Defend this golden Mexican goddess. He should have played
God. God is God. You mean God?
Sorry.
God. God.
Gender neutral.
Thank you. I'm old. Sometimes words come out. I
can't.
Michaela
She just
Michael
defends anything.
and
You might
Michaela.
next week just be. I'm just defending the world. Okay, like.
He does.
Goddess is gender neutral. Be quiet. Anyways,
Ooh.
so
I don't like being spoke to like that. I don't like that.
Put it in
That's that Dan. That's that Dan
say,
behavior.
Shout out to you, Horacio. You went in there, you showed them that you're not to be played with, and you will show them that you're not to be played with moving forward, as you've been doing, and they better bring him back. They better bring him back. I am not joking, okay? He has it all, okay? He has the girls be going crazy over him. That's great. That always makes for great television. And he delivers in the, when it counts. And then also he's not messy. I mean, I like more when girls are messy on shows. That's more me. When it's like a dude being messy, I'm like, calm down.
Fessy.
Calm yourself.
And we don't call him for sale. He's definitely messy Fessy.
I want to end it off with this. She said something about he delivers. Then what? If he delivers, why doesn't he not work for Amazon? I just want to end it with that. Those are my last words.
Why did Rick say they're not bringing him back?
Because he's agent of chaos. That's why.
Who are we talking about? I may have missed something.
He's just an agent of chaos. He just likes to say that.
He wants to be the opposite. He wants to be the opposite.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Good job, Rick.
I literally thought we were talking about Horacio because I think it's up.
I know.
I think he could be the next generation of challengers. I think I do. I think, and I won't say.
How old is this kid? I'm sorry. How old is he?
He's like 24, 25.
Yeah. Plus, we don't know if he get messy. I can say this much: the challenge house makes you messy. This is his first time around, so we don't know what can happen. I mean, the stories, if these walls can talk, as they say, right? So, I mean, I wish they had unfiltered look backs of the things that happened in these challenge houses before, because I'm quite sure it was some messier things than what we've even seen before. But next week, it's going to be interesting. We have our Unpopular Review Wrestling and Entertainment Award Show coming out. Make sure you guys tune in at next Thursday for that. We're going live. Yes.
I just want to say it's both wrestling and entertainment.
I thought I said that.
I do. It sounded like you just said wrestling. Did you just say wrestling?
Wrestling and entertainment. So you get the wax out your ears, young guy. So we know you got a hairy face because you grow a perfectly grown beard, but maybe it's too long and it grew out of your ears too, and it clogged what I was saying. I messed up enough. I need you to correct me when I'm actually right. Because I'm only right like 20% of the time. Okay. So Horacio Defender, any final words for this week's episode, darling?
This was a great episode. It ended the way it needed to be with Horacio on top, and next week will be an even better episode, and it will end just so great. So
did you see it or something already? Like, I feel like you know what happened. Look at this.
I'll see you guys next week.
Wow. For Captain Shay, Horacio Defender, Captain Jack Sparrow, not his name is Champions of Rooks. I said not. Okay. And y'all know who I am. I'm Mike Knoxxx. It's spelled with 3 X's because I just say the things that people don't say. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, y'all, before somebody got to go to the bathroom again. So listen, y'all, we'll see y'all next week. Peace out, y'all.